Every business needs a great customer to help them succeed. Someone dependable, well-funded, and well-financed. Imagine a customer who makes thousands of purchases from both small and large businesses, including businesses like yours, every day. A customer who buys, builds, leases, and rents just about everything, who pays in a timely manner and posts every solicitation online. Virginia's university system of higher education is that customer. With annual purchases of over $3 billion, it's an ideal customer, isn't it? How do you gain access and position your firm to do business with Virginia's university system of higher education? How do you register to do business with them? I'm joined today by Greg Woodyard, Manager for Supplier Diversity at George Mason University, who is certified with the Virginia Association of State Colleges and the University Procurement Professionals. Welcome to Spotlight, Greg.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Well, pleasure's mine. $3 billion, dependable, well-financed, sounds like the perfect customer for any firm. The million-dollar question is, how do I, as an Asian American business owner, gain access to this market?
Well, I guess the answer is simple. Virginia has a priority for working with small, women-owned and minority-owned firms. So they're always geared toward looking for those companies, and because of the way the program was structured, and every state agency has SWAM plans, all state agents are looking for minority firms, they're looking for women-owned firms, and they're looking for small businesses to do business with.
So basically, I'm Asian, and if my wife registers a business, will it be qualified as a minority, woman-owned small business?
Yes. It's very simple. If you have a company with less than 250 employees, if you are Asian and you have 51% of the stock and you oversee the daily operations, you can qualify as a minority small business.
Is there any certification process I have to go through to verify the status of my business?
Yes. The Virginia system is robust but not too difficult to navigate. There are questions that ask about your business physicality, where you were born, your ethnicity, and questions that sort of define who you are, but nothing obtrusive. The main point is that you are geared and ready to do business with Virginia.
That is good to know. Let us say I have registered a qualified small business, woman-owned, minority-owned. How do I get access to Virginia procurement market?
Well, you would go on to EVA, which is eva.virginia.gov, and put in on the left-hand side of the opening screen, you would look up your commodity codes and find out what commodity codes define your business, because you don't really go into the system and meet people. You go in electronically and do business. So they are looking at you through your commodity codes. So you would register those commodity codes as a small business in EVA. You would also do the same thing on Virginia's SWAM website, which is dmbe.virginia.gov, and that's where you would certify your business. So there's two actually online applications. Once you've done that, it would be wise to go in and do a search to find out what companies, what products and services agencies are looking for, so you can get a fix on which agencies to contact, and then that you'd be well on your way.
I can hardly imagine I just register my business online and the business will come. Am I right?
You're absolutely right. It is a very competitive marketplace. It always has been and it always will be. However, if you have products and goods that higher education utilizes, and you have to imagine when you're spending about $3 billion annually, we like to say we buy everything from flower bulbs to light bulbs. So it takes a lot to run a university setting. And we're sort of like medium-sized cities. So the likelihood, if you sell a product or a good we buy it.
How do I win the bid over my competitors? Say you send a bid and there are 24 suppliers. How do I get the business?
Well, sometimes there are 200.
Okay. That may make it even more difficult.
It is difficult because this is a competitive marketplace, as I said. But you have to be responsible, you have to be responsive, you have to have a quality product, you have to understand what your margins are so that you can try to negotiate for the lowest price. In most cases, we're looking for quality, but we're also looking for the low price.
Okay.
So if you submit a bid and your price is lower than your competitors and you have a quality product, you're probably going to win the bid.
My last question is, what other resources are available to help minority businesses to gain business? 45 seconds.
Well, it depends on your specific sector. But generally, the Department of Business Assistance will help any business, whichever phase they're in, whether it's a startup business or you've been doing business for quite some time. The difference is that some agencies will allow you to learn specific skills. Let's say if you're a consultant, if you want to work in the federal sector. All of those things have agencies throughout the Virginia Commonwealth that will assist you in developing your business and in making your mark in Virginia.
That is good to know. Thank you very much, Greg.
Thank you so much for having me.
Coming up next, a fast-growing ethnic group and a fast-growing chamber of commerce. Stay tuned.